Hey, what's up, everybody? It's us again. Just got finished and watching episode 3, which is called, although it's a funny, ironic, but screw job. So it was leading from the Monday Night Wars all the way through the Montreal screw job, which at the time I would say a lot of this stuff was happening. I was like mainly just watching WWE at the time because at the time like my mom finally got cable. It was like, okay, I got something to watch Monday nights. So wrestling was on. So Monday Night Raw. So I was always watching that until something just told me this was like exactly the day in 1996 that I was just like, change the channel, change the channel. So I changed the channel, and then long and behold, Reggie Ramon was on TV on the different channel. I'm like, what's he doing on there? Then that's where I gotta learn more about WCW. So I think it's just like something just told me to change the channel just for a moment. And been watching most of WCW like ever since until I didn't have time to watch it, like start working. But anyways, besides the point. So we have the end of all the accusations at that point. Then you have you know Bischoff trying to go against Monday Night Raw in the wars and stuff. So everybody knows it was like actually Turner's idea to run against Monday Night Raw, and they wanted to do something different, which as we kind of pointed out that it's like it's AEW is kind of like on that same thing. It's like they want to do something different.
But AEW, I don't think has the pull there, and it's the wrong time now. I'm sorry, but it's done. You know what I mean?
Right. So Bischoff came up with these like creative ideas, because at the time Raw was just only running for like an hour. So
He was the first one to go live. So,
mhm.
and he was sitting there saying, "Oh, don't worry about what happened on the other ones because this is what happened," and was
Yeah,
telling him the end results of each of these.
yeah,
You know,
because I never knew that Raw at that point was pre-recorded. I never knew that. Cause like at the time, nobody wasn't like online or anything like that. With like where dirt sheets came out and stuff. And as I was saying, dirt sheets did came out around that time. But it's like,
it was dirt sheets in the magazines
yeah,
and stuff. So
it was like one of those times that some of us, especially like the age I was on, I was like, in my teens, like we just really didn't pay attention to that. Just like the show, whatever, whatever, and just went on with it. With the all the stars from WWF going to WCW with more pay and less
road
road
time.
time, and you had this old machine like WWF that just constantly just going and going with no breaks.
And he was saying how, and this played into what I said before about the whole contract thing, that Vince originally didn't have contracts with his wrestlers. It was just a verbal
Mm-hmm.
thing. And as they say, a verbal contract is worth the paper it's written on, so it's not worth shit.
Right, that is true. But yeah, like WCW had done the first, of half of everything that WWE has been doing now, and
It was the fact that Vince was sowing his feelings about WCW stealing his ideas and stealing this, that, and the other. And it's like, dude, you're the biggest con artist there is.
especially like in the 80s when he was like trying to buy up territories and taking their stars and stuff like that.
Right.
So when he said he didn't think of that as, stealing, but he think what WCW did was stealing.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Which is like a bit hypocrite.
It's like, just because it's not working, just because there's somebody else in the game who's as snaky as you are, don't mean that what you're doing is is right.
So yeah, it was mainly like this episode was more focused on, the rise of WCW more than it was talking about,
And how he screwed over some of his wrestlers, and especially it ended with the Montreal screw job. So
right. Like, I didn't see it live, and I didn't see that particular pay-per-view and match until like years later.
But what we will do is, you guys have seen we've got a roommate called Mike who's like a freaking encyclopedia when it comes to these different things. When he's watched this episode, we'll sit down with him because he knows a lot about these things that went on.
Right.
So we'll sit down, we'll have a chat with him about it. We'll do some, like, the views and stuff. And it's funny how, though, when it comes to a fight, so let's go back to the Vince McMahon and Bret Hart. When it comes to an actual fight, how everybody's got, like, the two people in it, always have different views of what happened.
Yeah, and there's like different views. There's, Brett view, Vince view.
But I'm saying, like, Vince was like, oh, and he just clocked me on the side of the head, and it was nothing, and all this. And Brett's like, no, I laid him out. He was unconscious. And then afterwards you saw Vince say, well, I had a bit of a concussion. Yeah, you got knocked the fuck out for that.
Exactly. So, it's like, we will never get the true story.
No, because unless that we get the camera view of what happened inside, you're never
right.
gonna...
We're never gonna know.
Yeah.
But it's like, especially, with this, at that time, they released a VHS tape of Bret Hart, like, during that Montreal screw job. Although certain scenes of that wasn't shown, and I still haven't seen that at the time, but I'm just going for what I heard. That, certain scenes was like, that they recorded was cut and things like that.
And the reaction of the other wrestlers who didn't know about it, and I didn't know as many wrestlers knew about it as they did, but the wrestlers who didn't know about it and the other crew who were like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
Why did this bell go? Says a lot of what Vince activities. And I'll say this, there were so many who would go, well, I agree with what Vince did, it's it's the business and everything, and there's a part of me that's like, no, but you want this guy to relinquish the belt, and you want him to lose it at his home. Do what you said you were originally gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically have an all-out brawl, announce that there can't be a winner.
Right.
Or have him announce when he's over, relinquishing this, and all that lot. But to really screw somebody over like that, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that, because that was... And yeah, he said it built for him to be the McMahon character and everything.
Right.
But yeah.
Especially like that next night. I was watching that next night when he was doing the Brett situation, which they probably going to touch up on the next episode. It was... And I think the next episode was probably going to mostly be about, the creation of the McMahon character.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably what it's going to be. But, all that aside, we're going to start watching episode 4.
And this will probably be the last episode that we're able to watch before we have to leave.
Right.
So we'll watch the next 2 later this evening, and we'll come back and talk about that then.
Go from there. So we will do like the video for episode 4. Then after we see like episode 6, we probably going to end up doing a live reaction of overall,
all of it, yeah,
all of it. Then go from there. Like I said, once again, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. If you like this episode and like other content that we do, just please subscribe to the channel. Once again, thank our sponsor, Toy Dimension. More information about them, the Wave of Light that we're hosting October
15th.
Yeah, October 15th. And sponsors for that event. And
we still need sponsors. If you want to sponsor, just reach out. You can either reach out by the page that you're watching this video on, or check out our website, madismemory.org. You can find us there, and talk to us about sponsorship opportunities.
And also, you can look for the more information, not just on Maddie's Memory Cage, but on our website, wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com, on the sponsor page, and all the information is on there as well. So, get a chance, check it out. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, have a good one.